mode commentary with your Chicago Blackhawks. If you guys remember yesterday, we finished up the Western Conference Final against Calgary. We ended up beating them in seven games, 6 games. Okay, I stand corrected. We ended up beating Calgary in six, while Philadelphia swept the Buffalo Sabres in the Eastern Conference Final. So to recap our playoff run so far, we swept Vancouver, beat Dallas in six, beat Calgary in six, and now here is our best shot yet to get Kane and Taves that elusive fourth Stanley Cup. So we're going to go over our lines here, and then we're going to jump right into the sim. So first line, DeBrincat, Strome, and Kane. This line's clicking on all cylinders right now, guys. There's nothing, especially, I mean, DeBrincat's been on another planet for this entire playoff run. Like, we're going to have tough decisions to make this offseason. Brock Besser, Kirby Dach, and Nylander on the second line. That line's also been tearing it up. The third line of Brandon Saad, Ryan Strome, and Jake DeBrusk. Jake DeBrusk is on fire for the first couple of games of that Calgary series, and then it's kind of cooled off at the end there. And the fourth line of Victor Rask, Jonathan Taves, and Drake Caggiula. They've been chipping in recently, guys. So overall, I mean, there's the entire team's clicking. There's not really anything I really need to do. Defensively, both Gustafsson and Boqvist, they're like a +7 or a +3 for Gustafsson. Dahan filling in for Brennan, Joel Edmondson. Excuse me. Name kind of eluded me there for a minute. Shea Theodore's a +11 in this playoff run. Brandon Gooley's a +15. Dunks is a +11. Hopefully he retires at the end of the year with a Stanley Cup championship. Askarov's been playing really well. He struggled at times a little bit in that Calgary series initially, but then he turned it on at the end there. So that's our lines. Now let's show you guys Philadelphia's. Remember, they swept Buffalo. First line of Perlini, Claude Giroux at the age of 37, still out there dominating. Had 78 points this season. Is a point away from 1,200, or is a point away from 1,250 in his career, and his contract's up at the end of this year. Might just retire. Bobby Brink on the first line, right wing. I believe he was their first round pick in 2019. I think so. I had to create him now. He's still in college. Morgan Frost on that second line. That second line center. He's legit, guys. Doesn't really sim all that well, so to say. I mean, roughly 60 points, which is still quite good for. And he's elite defensively. Damn, look at those takeaways, giveaways. Wow. I take back any criticisms, especially considering he's playing with Sorensen and Nolan Patrick. Nothing against Nolan Patrick. I mean, Nolan Patrick's elite defensively. What's he sound like? 63 points. Not bad. Not bad at all. Third line of Joel Farabee. Oh my God. Sean Couturier and Noel Gunler. So another solid defensive line there. And a fourth line of Chris Kreider. Still got those defensive stats. Kevin Hayes and Alex Witherspoon. Okay. So this bottom six here is just all defense. Because obviously Sean Couturier is Sean Couturier. Joel Farabee is Joel Farabee. Gunler is pretty good defensively. Witherspoon, we already looked at. Kevin Hayes is good defensively. And Chris Kreider is good defensively also. And then their defense is probably their weakness. Provorov and Gostisbehere, elite top pairing there. And then here's where it gets weak. Travis Sanheim and Jake Sanderson. Jake Sanderson's a depth defenseman with average stats for a defenseman. Well, Travis Sanheim is Travis Sanheim. And then Yegor Zamula, who's a minor defenseman, and Wyatt Wiley, who is a minor top six defenseman. So if we could take advantage of these three guys here, I mean that's half their defense. It's just a weakness. And then in net, Carter Hart. So obviously goaltender stats are iffy at best. So I don't know. This has the potential to go two different ways. This has the potential of high scoring, 12-9, barnstormers, or all of a sudden defense comes into play and, 3-2 games, 2-1, stuff like that. So anyways, click the wrong button there. Let's sim up to game one of the Stanley Cup Finals. And we get Joel Edmondson back too, so it's an added plus. So we're going to take some time here to actually reset the lines. As Calvin DeHaan will come out and throw Joel Edmondson in. I think this will give us a +3. Come on. There we go. This will give us a +3. Because Joel Edmondson fits this team like a glove. So let's take a second here. Bookfist, okay. Power play. PK, Edmondson, Gooley, Theodore Gustafsson. 3-man PK, okay. Extras 4-on-4. 3-on-3, okay. Extra attacker, shootout. Alright, so everything's looking good. Let's jump in here. Game one of the Stanley Cup Final. We had the better regular season record by a matter of six wins. And both teams had the same last 10 down the stretch, 7-2-1. Game one, Stanley Cup Final in Chicago, Illinois. Let's do this thing. Real-time simulation ×8, and a power play for us early. It's a long one, and we do not score on it, unfortunately. But Philly gets a 5-on-3, which we kill off. So a perfect penalty kill so far for us, which is not a good thing because we definitely want to stay out of the box. And so at the end of one, no score. We're out shooting them 11-7. Let's get the second period underway here. Game one of the Stanley Cup Final, Chicago. Chicago! This would be the fun time where, Alex DeBrincat scores 1-0. This would be a fun time where hopefully, I wish, after Corey Crawford retired, he was available as a coach. Because he would give him the locker room speech of something like, wait for it, fucking right, Chicago! After the 2013, was that 2013? Yeah, I think that was. Yeah. Power play goal, Jake DeBrusk, 2-0. I like it. Just shut him down here in the final 10 minutes. I think Corey Crawford, oh man. Since this is a rematch of the 2010 series, I'm getting all reminiscent here. As we will take game one 2-0 over Philly. So Askarov stepping up with a 22 save shutout. Oh god. 3 stars of the game. What the fuck? What the fuck? Alex DeBrincat was the second star of the game, had a goal and an assist, and Carter Hart. That was awful. Third star of the game, Carter Hart, 31 saves on 33 shots. And we take a 1-0 lead in the series. So let's sum up the game two here, guys. Let's get game two underway here. What's the difference between a Snickers and a baby? Snickers taste good when you Snickers taste good when you eat them. Oh my god. Oh man. Let's just focus on the game here. A power play for Chicago. Long one. We do not score. But Patrick Kane scores a minute later. Wow. We're out shooting them 18-6 after the first period. So total domination here. Let's just get the second period underway here. Come on, boys. Power play for Philly. Killed us off. Damn it, Claude Giroux. He's not going down without a fight. It's a must-win for Philly. Get back to Philly, the 1-1 series. But this is a must-win for us. Yeah. Well, if you think about it, every game in the Stanley Cup Final is a must-win. And at the end of the second period, the score is 1-1, Philly and Chicago. Let's get the third period underway here, guys. Damn it, Morgan Frost. Power play for Philly. Come on, guys. Kill this off. Thank you. Oh, man. Come on. Get something going offensively. Damn it, Zabula. Oh, Boakfist answers right back. It's a one-goal game again. Come on, boys. Come on. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. Come on. Come on. You have 35 shots. Slip something past Carter. This is a Carter Hart game straight up. Carter Hart game. 100%. Just stole the game for Philly. 34 saves on 36 shots. Boakfist chipped in with a goal and assist there. And Sean Couturier racking up 2 assists for Philly. It's a solid game. For Philly, that is. Shea Theodore and Brendan Gooley were both -2s, so that's a little concerning. And then our top 6 just bailed us out that game. We dominated the first period, though. So, moving forward, just pretend that game didn't happen. Let's get on the Philly here. Come out aggressive. Patty Kane, I need you to step up, my man. Right away, Ryan Strome, 1-0 Chicago. Within the first 2 minutes of the game. I need Patty Kane to step up here. I mean, dude, you dominated here in 2010. That was 15 years ago. I need to... Bobby Brink tied at 1. I need Patty Kane to rematch or relive his 2010 Stanley Cup Final. At the end of 1-1, Philly's outshooting us by 6. Let's get the second period underway here. Right away, Joel Farabee, 13 seconds in the period. And Brandon Perlini scores. Alright, there you go, Patty Kane. I called on you. You answered. Kaner, I need another one from you. I need another one from you, dude. I need another one. Can't get by with just 2 goals. Alright, if we lose this game, I'm going to make line changes. Definitely. Probably switch things up defensively. At the end of 2, 3-2 Philly. Come on, boys. I need you guys to come out of here aggressively. Come on. Farabee. 4-2 Philly. 5-2. Oh, man. Alright, we're going to make changes. 6-2. 7-2. Come on. Where's the fight, Chicago? There you go. Jonathan Toews. 7-3. Make the final score look a little better for us. But we're going to make line changes. 100%. Who struggled for this one? Joel Farabee had a hat trick. Provorov racked up 3 assists. Giroux picked up 3 points. Alright, so we're going to split up this... Oh, man. We're going to split up the second pairing of Gooley and Shea Theodore. Probably going to scratch Dunks. No, I can't do that, though. I can't do that. I take that back. Alright, so definitely let's... Alright, we're going to make line changes here. So, we're going to judge this based off who's actually shown up this series. And it's not been Dylan Strome. So we're going to put 2 playmakers with Brock Besser. Hope that lights a spark in Brock. We're going to put Kirby Dach with Kaner and DeBrincat. Actually, could we... No. I want that. I want Stromer playing center. Why is DeBrusque showing up? Okay, hold on. Alright, so Brandon Saad hasn't done anything. Actually, I'm going to keep DeBrusque there. And then defensively, +10, +7. Alright, I'm going to put Gooley with Bulkfist. Give myself a +3 there. And then Gustafsson, you're going to come down the play with Shea Theodore. And then dunks, just don't do anything stupid. Just, oh man, just don't do anything. I mean, I can't give him any less ice time. I mean, at some point he's just got to show up. And then Askarov, I need you to play well, dude. I need you to play well. I mean, at this point, we're just going to live and die by Askarov. So, Philly leads Philly leads the series 2-1. I made my line changes. It's up to the boys if they want to go take it. Game 4 underway from Philly. It's a must win for us. We need to get back to Chicago with a tied series. Power play for Philly. They do not score. Oh man, we're getting outplayed early here. We have not had a shot. There we go. There's our first shot in like 10 minutes. Power play for us. Don't score again. Oh no. All right. So at the end of 1, we're getting outshot 19-9. Let's get the second period underway here. Oh lord. I have a bad feeling about this, guys. Power play for Philly. They do not score. All right. We may have to make one. There you go, DeBrincat. 1-0 Chicago. Right from the slot too, right inside the circle. Right inside the circles there. Oh man, I do not have a good feeling about this game. We're getting really outshot. Always held them without a shot for the final 6 minutes of the period. So at the end of 2, it's 1-0 us. Just, oh man, I'm gonna get the third period underway, but I cannot watch. This is really nerve-wracking. There you go. All right, never mind. Nylander 2-0. That's a big goal. Needless to say. 1 goal will absolutely not hold off Philadelphia. Power play. Come on, guys. I need something. Oh, no. Just 5 minutes left. Just run out the clock, guys. Run out the clock. Morgan Frost. Oh, shit. Defense. Thank you. Tied series at 2. Askarov stepped up in a big way. 33 saves and 34 shots. Carter Hart's been a brick wall in this series, honestly. And Alex Nylander with that clutch goal to open the third. Anybody? All right. So the period's my line changes actually worked. Besser, DeBrincat, Kane, Boakfist. So still relying on the same guys for offense, but at least they're putting up points. But DeBrincat's closing in on 30 here. So we're back in Chicago for Game 5. It's a best of 3 now, guys. Just play loose. There's no pressure. Actually, there's tons of pressure, but I'm not going to tell them that. Just go out there and play our game. We've made it this far. Just have fun out there, guys. Oh, man. Come on. Kaner, I need you to step up here, dude. Patrick Kane. Paying you 11.7. I need you to show up. At the end of 1, it's 0-0. We're out shooting him by 4, though. Let's get the second period underway. Come on, guys. Play aggressive here. 1-0 Philly. Bobby Brink. Oh, Lord. All right, come on, guys. Power play. I need this. There you go, Brock Besser. There you go, Dunks. Dunks with a clutch goal there. It's like 2015 when he scored the game winner against Tampa. Noel Gunler ties it at 2. So at the end of 2, it's all tied up at 2. Let's get the third period underway here. Oh, Lord. Come on, guys. Come on. There you go, Nylander. It's not going to hold him, though. We need more. There you go, Brandon Saad. Thank you. All right, that's huge. 5-2. All right, that'll hold. Power play for Philly. They do not score. That's a big win. We're going back to Philly, guys. And you know what that means. Philadelphia, Game 6, overtime of the 2010 Stanley Cup Final. Brian Campbell passed it to a certain guy who's on our first line right wing. Who am I talking about? A guy known as Patrick Kane. Now, wouldn't it be something if Kaner picks up the series clinching goal in Philadelphia in Game 6 in the same building? There's storylines. And it's about to get very interesting here. Game 6 from Philadelphia. The same game. Patty Kane scored the goal June 2nd, 2010. This game's 5 days earlier. 6 days. Power play for Philly, they do not score. Power play for us, don't score either. Power play for us again, 5-on-3. Come on, guys. Oh! Gotta score on that. You guys had a 5-on-3 there for a long period of time, and they couldn't do anything with it. Alright, so at the end of one, just get the second period underway here. There you go, Gustafson. 1-0 us. That's not going to hold them. It's not going to hold them. It's Philadelphia. 2-0. Oh my. Eric Gustafson showing up. 3-0. Brock Besser. Okay, that might actually hold him. 4-0. Yeah, they'll definitely hold him. So, here's what's going to happen here, guys. We're going to jump in to the final, minute and change of this game. And we're going to give Jonathan Toews and Duncan Keith the send-offs they deserve. Because, guys, it's looking like it's going to happen. 5 minutes left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow this thing down to a halt here. Alright, we're going to run this thing down to like a minute left. And then we're just going to jump into a CPU game. How about that? We have 100 overall offense. And everything else, they had the advantage. Alright, so I still don't get why I kind of like those old black alternates better. These ones. Not those. Those. But anyways, putting the clock down to Philly. CPU game. Final minute of Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. The exact game in the series where they beat Philly. Well, actually, Patrick Kane beat Philly in OT in 2010, 15 years earlier. 59 seconds left. Let's do some play-by-play here, guys. Gostisbehere gets it over to Couturier. Provorov coming in across the line. Provorov circles around Couturier. Save by Askarov, and he will hold on. As some shoving in front of the net. And the Stanley Cup is now being lifted out of its case and being put on a table right behind the Zamboni doors. That's about to be the 4th Stanley Cup of the... Okay, they're going back to Carter Hart apparently. That's weird. Considering he got pulled after he got on 4 goals. Alright, so Kirby Dach's line out there now. Actually, that's our top line. With Patrick Kane, DeBrincat, Provorov gets over the Gostisbehere blocked along the way. Boqvist gets up to Patty Kane over the DeBrincat. That's tipped away by Claude Giroux. Perlini with it now. Perlini brings it across the line. Perlini over the Provorov. Brink shot, missed the net. Provorov had it come off sides. Philly's playing it in there. Bobby Brink gets it across the Claude Giroux. Boqvist throws the body. Bad pass by Kirby Dach. Luckily, nothing comes of it. 9 seconds left. DeBrincat over the Patty Kane. Taken away by Gostisbehere. Brink. 3, 2, 1. We did it, guys. our 4th Stanley Cup championship of the Kane and Taves era. And the Duncan Keith era, too. 4 Stanley Cups in 15 years. Another Stanley Cup for the boys. I did it. I did it. Wow. I actually did it. All it took was everything. The Delkovich. Poor Kevin Hayes. The Brinket and the boys. Same game 6s. Where Patrick Kane scored the OT winner. Same handshake line. Joel Farabee, former Hawk Brandon Perlini there. Shaking hands with the boys. Dylan Strom. Or is that Ryan? I think that's Ryan. Can't see the number. Oh, that's Dylan. Kind of looks a little weird there. So the Conn Smythe winner is Brock Besser. 3 goals, 9 assists in the Stanley Cup final. So he'll carry it around. And here's the Stanley Cup, guys. Get Jonathan Toews over there. Captain Serious. Captain Serious. Yeah, get over there, Johnny. Get over there. Rocking that neck beard. And he's hoisting his 4th Stanley Cup. 2010, 2013, 2015, and 2025. As he hands it off to Adam Boqvist. That's an interesting selection. I thought he would hand it off to Dunks. Boqvist carrying it around, and he'll give it off to Alex Nylander. So how about that? Willie Nylander playing in the league longer, but his brother raises the Stanley Cup before him. It's a cold business, man. Alex Nylander. So surprisingly amount of there's a good amount of Philly fans still there. Probably booing and whatnot. As Askarov will get the Stanley Cup now. He'll raise it above himself. Team picture time in Philly. Patty Kane over there in the far right corner. Just below DeBrincat. And folks, that's the 2025 Stanley Cup final. First star of the game, Askarov, 34 save shutout. Second star of the game, Eric Gustafsson, 2 clutch goals, and Jake DeBrusk picking up 2 assists. And now we're about to enter an era of transition in all likelihood. Hopefully Jonathan Toews becomes a coach. Or Patrick Kane, or both. But guys, we did it. We won a Stanley Cup with the Chicago Blackhawks. And now we're about to enter a new era. Let's have a look here. First off, let's just have a look at some free agents here. But, because obviously we're about to enter an entirely new era in our team's history. I mean, we're about to... We did it, though. Honestly, guys, I'm speechless. Let's just look at some player stats here. So Alex DeBrincat was our leading scorer in the playoffs. 29 points in 22 games, 17 goals, 12 assists. Then Brock Besser and Dylan Strome and Nylander and Patty Kane. Dak, DeBrusk, and Boqvist running out like our top 9, I want to say. Top 9. And then Jonathan Toews with the resurgence. Hopefully he continues playing, although it's not looking. It's looking like he's gonna head towards retirement here. Honestly, he went out a winner if he does retire. If this is it for him. Ryan Strome contributed some offense. He's making like nothing for the next couple of years. Duncan Keith scored a goal in Game 5, just like the old days, in what was likely his final game in the NHL. And then Galeen and Theodore both stepped up at the right time. And Askarov probably was the MVP of our playoff, or probably deserved a huge credit for our playoff run. Just he showed up at the right times when we needed him to, and I don't know, just look, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is just hitting me in multiple ways, guys. I'm totally fine. I'm just taking it back, but all right, I'm gonna speak from the heart here for just a second here. Obviously, I'm a diehard Hawks fan. I just can't believe we finally did it. I mean, has there been a team working as hard as the Chicago Blackhawks? Like, think about it, just for a second here. I mean, the team's been through so much in the last, couple of years under my control. Hard losses, cap decisions. Like, we missed the playoffs year 1. We missed them year 2. And then we've made it each of the last 3 seasons. And just, honestly, if you had told me in 2025, year 6, I think that's year 6. I think this is year 6. Whatever. It's all kind of the same at this point. If you guys had told me at year 6 that we'd win the Stanley Cup championship, if we'd win the Stanley Cup, and Patrick Kane, and Jonathan Toews, and Duncan Keith are still on the team, I would have taken that. I would have taken that bet in a heartbeat. Just it's gonna be weird, man. Hopefully we don't lose those guys. Hopefully they become coaches in this game. Just, give me something to look forward to when I'm, fuck up the team with awful contracts. But anyways, enough of me rambling here for this this video. We'll pick up the off season either tomorrow or Sunday. Actually, tomorrow, as in Saturday, I don't think that's gonna work for me, guys. Sunday, we're gonna pick up with a double in all likelihood with Beer Pro and the off season and GM mode. About to enter an era of transition here, guys. Got to get under the cap and get some key guys re-signed. So, on behalf of on behalf of the team, just um, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Uh, you guys are the real MVPs. I know that's said a little too much out there, but you guys truly are the real MVPs. Um, you guys inspired me to actually win a Stanley Cup again. Um, so, on behalf of Jonathan Toews and Duncan Keith and the core era of Blackhawks from 15 years ago, thanks for watching, guys. Have a terrific day, and we'll pick this up in a couple days.